Hey everyone, this is a replay of mine where I am playing the Tier 7 Premium Polish destroyer Blyskawica, now considered part of Europe nation. I've already put up replays and or discussed various other Tier 7 destroyers already, from Leningrad, Mahon, Minsk, Vlok, Shiratsuyu, and in the realm of where the Blyskawica lies, it is still somewhat in the middle. I would rate it slightly above average. If you saw my recent Mahon replay, I rated the Mahon slightly below average because of all the stats being very middle of the road and its guns not being quite capable of flexing around the map. The Blyskawica is slightly better than average as it has a lot of guns, although you might want to note that they're 120mm guns like Jervis and the Gajimata. But they do have one slight advantage, being not quite as floaty, as they have better initial starting velocity. Now if you'll note, I am firing torpedoes slightly behind the guide, as the Iron Duke starts off slowly now since patch 0.9.0, and I've been keeping track of version numbers if you have been paying attention, and Narai is now at version 3.3. And if you watch my Mahon replay, you'll have noted I've been listing changes on version 3.3 and 3.2. Now to talk about the Blyskawica in more detail. It has better than average speed, so it's better able to flex around the map at 39 knot base speed. Still not quite up to the Russians of Minsk and Leningrad at 43. Still very capable. It has 7 guns for a very good total gun alpha, if slightly slower reload. The one main issue people have with the Blyskawica is its rudder, with a base 5.8 second rudder shift, and I use steering gears mod 2 to reduce that, make it much more workable. That aside, the Blyskawica has one main problem, in that it has only a set of 2x3 torpedoes versus, say, the Leningrad's 2x4, which the number of torpedoes doesn't give it enough alpha to sink the Missouri. The Mahon had an opposite problem, whereas it had plenty of torpedoes, but the alpha damage per torpedo was just so little that you couldn't alpha strike the Missouri from full health either. And if you have a Sims, it would basically be the same story with the Sims as the Mahon, with the torpedo alpha being just too little. Now, in approaching Missouri with Blyskawica, since you're not able to alpha strike it down from full health, obviously your teammates need to do some damage to it first. And at this health for the Missouri, you definitely have plenty of alpha to sink it. Now, one thing to note, something I didn't mention in the Mahon replay, is the tendency of the Nicholas. Before, the Nicholas that's escorting a Lexington tended to be inside or outside based on the smoke, which was based on when the Lexington got spotted. The rules for whether it stays inside or goes out seems to have slightly changed, in that it seems to favor going outside a lot more common now with version 3.3 and patch 0.9.0. Normally I come up here anyway, but it doesn't hurt to help my divmate. And this is exactly one of the cases where the Nicholas came north. Now, one thing to note with the Blyskawica, with say the Leningrad and the Minsk, you have the great penetration abilities of the 130mm guns. Even at a distance like this, with the Phoenix broadside, you still have difficulty getting good citadel hits with the Blyskawica. And you'll have the same problem with pretty much any other destroyer guns other than the Russians, as you've seen me do that many times, citadeling the Phoenix easily and killing it solo. If you want to effectively citadel the Phoenix, you need to push forward, get a little closer. Here I'm spotting for my divmate, make sure he doesn't die. And with the Lexington done, I'm going to head in. And one great ability of coming in this way is, if you remember, I mentioned that the Breton had a tendency to beach on the island. So if you just get close enough, you can easily send torps right into the Breton, which basically is a sitting duck after beaching into the island and backing up, and kill it easily.
Smoke generator started.
Unfortunately, I fired a little too far away, so I didn't get any hits. One other good thing about the Blyskawica, because they're 2x3 torpedoes, they also tend to reload pretty quickly, just based on the number of torpedoes. And it's very easy to constantly have torpedoes on hand ready to fire when the opportunity comes, since they reload so quickly. With my smoke almost done, I am moving out to try and maximize my damage. As you can see, torpedoes are ready to go. Now I'm just trying to maximize my damage before I go down, as all still have plenty of teammates alive.
Problem solved, sir.
And if you're wondering what's the max damage I've done in Narai with the Blyskawica, I think my best is something over 300,000, just a little higher than 300,000. Is a decent destroyer pick for Narai? Yeah. Is that the best pick? Not necessarily, as a 4-ship Narai, obviously we require a Leningrad if you want to participate. Let me know what you think of the Blyskawica. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.